Every time. Every time I just boot up the game, and it's just... this theme makes me happy. I miss Miles! We saved him. Von Karma's in jail, hopefully. And now we're gonna meet- oh, and Maya left the train, so we're on our own right now. And also, I have to meet all these new freaks. I'm not ready for it. Well, re-meet them. Whoa! The power of the DS! Holy moly. Two murders! Damn, they were really showing off with their DS. Holy! Not Emma. That was so cool. I'm glad they did update the DS sound effects. That was so great. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, this episode wasn't in the original GBA version. This was added when they re-released it on DS. So they were like really showing off the power of the DS. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Oh my god, see, this is why we need her. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. That girl. Maybe Maya is Trouble Magnet. Where's Miles? He could be our new Maya. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Who's this? It's Emma! Where have you been? My sister's trial's tomorrow! Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Do I look like a Mia? Does Phoenix look like a Mia to her? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are... the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Oh my gosh, she's so cute with her glasses. Wait, I want those glasses! She writes notes. She's so cute. Right, wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? Oh my god, he's famous. The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Oh my god, we're both famous. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Her theme's cute. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh, we got another one. Phoenix is weak to the needing help because of your sister. He's weak to the sister act. Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? What the fuck does that mean? Zeroed on Phoenix's one weakness. So about your sister. Sister act Whoopi. Whoopi Goldberg's here. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young. Young? Look at her big eyes. How old is she supposed to be? 16?! I thought she was like 20. She looks older than Maya. Maya's 17. I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I could have just waited. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. What the fuck is this prodigy? My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. We keep getting the professional training, the professionals in training with the sister problems. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab somebody with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. Yeah. Prodigies to remind us how little we have achieved. We're surrounded in prodigies. And we're just like stumbling our way through life. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? My sister wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She's a gun girl all the way. Waiting for that one day. That would actually work, because it'd be like, nobody in their, like, my sister would never use a knife in her right mind, so it couldn't be her. I'd believe it. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah, sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. Looking forward to it. What could it be? Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. So about Mia. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Y'all know any male Mias? Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Yeah, she makes me think of Iris a lot. No. Well, Mio is an option, but we're specifically talking about Mia. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. She's a Redfield. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, well now that that's awkward, I'm gonna go talk to your sister. He doesn't even say bye, he just walks away. Oh, she came with us. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses. Did you not want to raise this here? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Here she is. Lana. Lana. Hey, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Shazia, I don't want to look at us. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. There she is! Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey! How do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. That sounds like Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Another prosecutor. Getting tried for murder. 2 sisters, 1 a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? It's not. She's a lawyer, and her sister's in training to do something. It's not a coincidence. Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like our friends. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? No. Lana Banana. Imagine this is what Lana did after a tabloid photography stint didn't work out. Ooh, I wonder if they know each other now. How old was Lana? I forgot. Leah and Amaya. Yeah, this very, very long chapter ahead of us, but I remember really liking it. I don't remember a thing other than like some of the characters, but I remember liking it a lot. Some other unrealistic young age, yeah. They're all prodigies. They're all like they're all like practicing prosecuting attorneys at like 23 and 24. Freaking all of them. Phoenix, you're a prodigy too, man. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright, this wouldn't be the first time my person said they did it and they didn't, and I proved their innocence. Okay, lady, I'm used to this right now. I'm an expert. Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, 5:15 p.m. Look, it's Ebba and Lana. Yeah, same, James, same. Became president at 15, I believe it. That's quite specific. All right, 5:15. It was in the witness disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at a prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So, open and shut case. So why'd you do it? Yeah, so who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? As long as it's not Gumshoe, we're good. Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. She's not directly answering questions. Allow me to repeat myself, right? The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. Even Miles? I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, the bandage. Oh, this old thing? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? Not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Who's this Lana? She's the chief prosecutor, Billy. She was Miles and Von Karma's boss. How old is she? She's like 10 years older? 29. She's 29. She's just... She's your boss. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey. It was in law school. It was my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Thank you, E-Man, for 2 months. Oh, that's true. The age gap is even perfect. Just by a year off, though. Can summon my deceased boss to cheat your court case. Should I tell her now or later? Don't worry, Mia will be your defense attorney one way or another. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted, Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh, he's disappointed. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana! Oh, she hates me. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here has ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Then what's the point? Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana's confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. Yes. Yeah, you will, Phoenix. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Yeah, so what's the deal with the buildings in the intro, huh? Prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to a prosecutor's office should be like this. He's never been here? Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? They are gonna be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? Why are they always insisting on it? Everyone is. Try not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Who's talking? Partner? Is this Jake? Is he? Yes! He has the best theme. There he is. Look at him. The one to be he is a cowboy. I can do my cowboy accent again. Wait the whole game to meet him. I was so excited. Such a vibe. I listen to this theme all the time, but now that I like hear you in context of the game again, it's making me really happy. Freaking cooked with this song. Flexing my VA chops just with cowboy. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Look how cool he is. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies. Doggies? Doggies would be 2 G's. Keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall! Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's he does kind of look like Dunban, you're right. He's got both arms though. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. Shaving with the knife in the middle of a conversation. The disrespect. Billy, you know it's true. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? Why is he like always shaving though? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. Oh, the 2! I would not recommend shaving with Switchblade. You know what dreams the cacti on the desert dream? You want to? What? What's this guy talking about? I know, right? Now he has a flask. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. No, Jake, come back! I miss him already. Was that a ombre, a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Do we have his profile yet? No. You put that gun away before you hurt someone. See, I could just be the Ichiban voice for that. The same moonshine, fella. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems? He is! If he thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, then he is. Alright, this blatant wallet. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? This is the first game still. What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. It's just steal evidence. Yeah. Keep in mind the original, this takes place in Japan, not even the US, so this cowboy's even more absurd. He's just a big fan of Western movies. I like that he has like a suit under it, though. Yeah, it was added for the DS version, yeah. But yeah, he's still like in a suit. He just really likes having the poncho and his song and everything. Now we have the wall with Phoenix's fingerprints all over it. Yeah, Phoenix ruined it. A foldable wallet found the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. Open it. Open it. Phoenix, I'm on your side. I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Are we- oh my god, we like examining like Resident Evil style? Okay, now look at the court record. Oh my god, I know! Okay, well now what? I can't examine it. Oh, she brought it out for me. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. This is the power of the DS. Whoa! They're really flexing their 3D effects. Whoa! Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of enter. Look at this clown. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? Yeah, it's real scientific turning something around. I guess. Look, I should tell I turned around a receipt a couple cases ago. I guess, though, I don't see what science has to do with it. Investigator's ID card. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. I miss Marshall's theme. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. Yeah, fingerprints, Emma, fingerprints. My ears, no, my ears! Maybe just do the barometric pressure? What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Nice, Phoenix. Bambina. I just want to be like Jake Marshall now. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha, the theory of relativity. What? Gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright? Maybe, you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Mr. Relativity. Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Look, it's a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems horribly familiar somehow. Whoa! The actual crime sheet. Isn't that freaking what Miles drives? Oh god, Miles, not again, Miles! Alright, what's this? Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. He's back! And his theme. Every time his theme plays, I'm gonna have to sit here and just vibe to it. Daryl's knife as well. The sheriff! Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying on along. Unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. God, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? She'd be drinking on the job. Well, well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please! No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a Carvesa you like. That is mild. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? The saloon, by the way. Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202 at the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. I think they should have a saloon door. Like, everything's super modern except for the door. Great, maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Who's talking now? Us? Who's this? Oh, her. I like her rice ball hat. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. What's her... I don't remember her name. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Those are donuts. I'm sorry, her donut hat. I'm a fool. Oh, she's got a little octopus necklace. Dude, I'm so freaking hungry. I'm trying to save my appetite because me and Gabby are gonna eat later and see long legs. But I'm like dying right now. Queen of box lunches. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. It is weird. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passerbys. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me. You are a slow one, aren't you? Rude. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. Why is she here? What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. They were both in on it. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, queen. Tell us what happened. The name's- oh my god, Angel Star. 31, known as the cough up queen. The name is Angel Star, don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. I thought he was saying yes, ma'am, like he wants. He wants her to do it. Alright, Angel Star. Angel Star, the cough up queen. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was the day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny was yesterday's special for some reason. You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage. Do you guys say it as homage or homage? Because I've heard it both ways, and I always say like, du fromage. Anyway, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave me an award for the king of prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Whoa! Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss. Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! I know, right? The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Yeah, it's amazing. I love them. I love all these attorneys. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Oh my god. She is a lunch lady. I didn't really think of her as a lunch lady, because I always think of like high school cafeteria type of lunch lady. But she's literally a lunch lady. So what exactly is it that you witnessed, Ms. Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife, so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing them to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. But she doesn't like prosecutors. How does she know her? Like, because she hates her? They sell her lunch? I don't remember their, like... yeah. Oh, it's a cute box. How many lunch boxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Right, that's what I'm asking. Me and Phoenix are like this. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Ms. Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Ah, never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of the Trilobite's flavor. Oh, there's tedious achievements regarding this lady? Oh, I wonder what achievements I even got. Yeah, I like her little octopus necklace. That's cute. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. I'm selling lunches, and if I'm in the area anyway, I'm gonna go talk to my boyfriend. I don't want to know what a trilobite is. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Ms. Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis? Not. Do you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Ms. Starr? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Oh, it's a fossil? I see. Ew. I wanna eat it. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. She's definitely vicious. Get out of here. Oh, I can't examine the car because Jake yelled at me. Alright, High Prosecutor Office. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. It is Miles' room. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix writes, you never tire of prying other people's business, do you? That voice! It's Edgeworth! Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister, the chief prosecutor after all. Yeah, his room is very color-coded. Look at the steel samurai. I knew he's a big fan. Oh my god, even his vase. Oh my god, his freaking vase just looks like his shirt. And that's his old costume. I'm covering it in the webcam. It's his old outfit. Chess set, also red. Well, what brings you here? Yeah, I knew that was his car, because he drives a red car. I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, No, it was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder scene. Case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. Hmm? That would be my car. What of it? What's with that smirk, Edgeworth? What's with that smirk? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. First of all, why is your car so tacky? Well, actually, second of all, I really need to inspect your little room here. Nobody could sit on this couch. Because... Nice ladder. Like, your desk is taking up the whole room. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. It's a little weird. Yeah, that's true. His couch is a dumping ground for his trophy. He has no more room in the back, I guess. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair. Little creases in his cheek from the seams. Oh my gosh, he's so... such a simp. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. King of Prosecutors? Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. Oh my god, he won Employee of the Year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Yes! I got his trophy. Not played his games like 10 years and forgot this is a thing. Yeah, I haven't played it in almost just as long. Like, I remember like little things about this, but it's like not quite like this, like my memory. It's great. Oh, I can still inspect it? That's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be King of Prosecutors. Well, so he's kind of like, he's the Luffy. He's King of the Pirates here. I can still be King of the Defense Attorneys though, right, Phoenix? Being you. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors! Please stop saying that. This doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? Yeah, Miles, do you have something to do with this murder? Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual one. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. Just getting way too excited about this. Girl, I'd be just like her. If I went to a room of somebody I admired like that, I would be just like her. Looking at their couches, being like, oh my god, they sleep there. Even his freaking curtains are burgundy. My, what an amazing bouquet, just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Oh my god! Okay, that's why it's in that vase, because Wendy, old bag, put it together for him. She got him a vase that reminds her of him. He's a typical I don't want to be friends character, secretly does. Yeah, he's not so good at hiding it. Those are the sunglasses. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. But see, we know he actually likes the steel samurai. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? No. I don't think so. This stupid little tea set. Oh, cute, what a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing, the drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Edgeworth's just allowing us to, analyze everything in his room, by the way. Look at this royal blend, one exquisitely splendid concoction. Such a thing as taking a hobby too far. I don't want to hear about that. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Oh, did he say that? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't steal from him! Don't, he'll sue you. Sue you for stealing. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair? Nah, it's nothing. He's obsessed with you, Phoenix. Whoa, these are all case files. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. I was gonna say Gumshoe. This is a flashback to him laughing. Strange, why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. This is fun. I could do this for my favorite characters all day. Not that Edgeworth is my favorite, but I like him. Whoa! What a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact, the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Maybe it is. Emma, quick, go sit in his chair. Wheel around in it. Knock stuff over with it. It'd be really funny. Because I wish I could do that. Alright, time to talk to you. Hope you don't mind me just looking at your room. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? No, we can't get you for 2 totally separate murders in a row. After you went through that trouble to help me last year, no less. What's with the smile? You still think that? No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, wait. You're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Oliver, are you okay? Yes, sir, Emma Sky, and it's nice to meet you again. Oh, that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, oh, you're the prosecutor of the case? What'd you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. Edgeworth! You? Mr. Edgeworth! He doesn't have the heart to do it, to be honest. It's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Which ones? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. Thanks for the recap. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Poor guy. He's got this, like, looming shadow over him for the rest of his life now. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. Rich coming from him. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. Stop smiling like that. It's weird. But some of them even go far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. He thinks it's funny too. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Skye? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person. Because it was like framing him, but with the car. Yeah, more surprising, this is the second murder you've been involved in this month. Or it's been like 2 months, but like, yeah, back to back. But I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Why are you smiling like that? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. Oh my god, and it's a red knife. I should have known. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. No prints. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Yeah, Mr. Wright, that's not so funny! Alright, we looked at everything. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, he is the prosecutor. We're clearly working together now. We're buddies. Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. She's sizing it deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Okay, so he just doesn't want to talk about that. So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day at work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. Doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wipe your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. Ceremony was held at the police department. I see you, Oliver. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shields? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's pretty strict timing, considering the murder happened at 5:15. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh, nice. It has a parking stuff. Can we borrow that for the case? Yes. So like literally, she killed him. It was just like waiting for him to get out of his car so she could stuff him in his car. Got his name on it. Yep. Ow. You couldn't stop me from eating your ear this time, Oliver. It's the parking stub from the underground lot. From this point, at least you know he's not gonna screw you over. I trust him. He's my buddy now. Like, he clearly doesn't want to be a prosecutor for this case. Like, you could tell. Like, man is tired. Ow. No, objection. Objection! Oh, my little chicken nugget. But yeah, he clearly doesn't want to be the prosecutor for this. So like, bro, let's just work together. This is the... Your only defense mechanism is to shed. I eat your ear and then you start shedding. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What's right? I'd appreciate if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. It wasn't you. Don't listen to Phoenix. Oh god. This is Bon Clay. Excuse me! But is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premise? What's with his hand? I'm Edgeworth, what is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor of Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not this report, sir. Just cuff him up, Barney. No, don't! Leave him out of this. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth, lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir! But sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. Look, his hand's bandaged. Just suspicious, isn't it? I was aware of the particular... Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Oh, shit! But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. It looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. Edgeworth, Phoenix is so mean sometimes. Right. Yes, sir? Yeah, you caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Bye, Edgeworth. Scratch his chin, scratch his chin. Have some tea and relax. You look on edge. That's why his name's Edgeworth after all. You're still here. Oh, it's the mascot. It's got tape on its ear. Why are we hating on her? She's freaking weird, man. Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. That's pretty far. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? It's so messed up. Disturbing! Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. He's a defense attorney. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey! Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Are you busy? Oliver, my little Stromboli. Stop moving so much. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutors confessed to the crime. That wouldn't be the first time I defended somebody who already confessed. Gumshoe, are you new? She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office, and she killed him. What if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her. He's my little French toast stick. He's my little extra large... What else are you? Are you my little stuffed cabbage? My little casserole. He's such a casserole, look at him. What if the evidence is faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh, me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Oliver, please stop. You're being a little casserole. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. Can I solve the case of why you're suspicious? I probably could. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of the rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Oh my god, he has nothing else to do other than to learn to dance. Isn't there anything else he could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. Oh, it's him! And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. You banned Enzo? A patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. What if I showed you this? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? You have no idea how many foods I call you. You're being a casserole. Pipe down. Ow. What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Baked CD does sound really good. Thanks, Oliver. Thanks for the suggestion. Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, Kairos, you don't like being accused of things when you just got here? How do you think the characters of Ace Attorney feel? People are getting accused left and right. People are admitting to murders crimes they didn't commit left and right. Should we be concerned? Ow. I'm gonna eat him up. I'm so hungry. He looked at me. He's like, don't think about it. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? We have to find out a little bit more about what's going on with Edgeworth. So have you seen his parking stub? It's mine, I framed it. Put it on my wall. Oh, the parking stub and the knife show the same thing. I guess. What about the trophy? Hey, that's it! That's the King of the Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. It was yesterday. Were you at the ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congrats. I was wondering, why is the award... Oh, shields. And why is it broken? Yeah, why would it be a shield? Defense attorney should be a shield. No, I started streaming before the chapter... Before I even knew the chapter came out. I haven't read it yet. Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. Detective Gumshoe? What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn to the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe might drop his card a lot too. Must have. Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember! Bruce Goodman, he's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? So the ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Not a Goldman. Keep the murder bullet from Edgeworth's dad Hart from the last case. I think we're good. Do you think that's framed somewhere? Don't you think it's strange? Well, so that must be really fucked up to see for, like, Edgeworth. The bullet that, like, killed his dad, like, from his heart. And, like, Phoenix was holding it, just waving it around. So disrespectful. Turn into a keychain, that's even worse. I mean, why would the victim's ID card be laying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. Yeah, the one that Edgeworth thought he fired himself to kill his dad. The one, a piece that just like gave Edgeworth so much trauma for the last 15 years. We're just waving it around. Sorry, Miles. I turned it in, I swear. I don't think he turned it in. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. This guy he looks like Fred Savage or something. You see it? Anyway, evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. Yeah, anime Wonder Years. And Lana's confessing as much. Oh my god, everyone's just anime somebody else. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Not that case. Don't remind me. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. Aww, poor Edgy. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. Oh, so that's where the rumors come in. That he killed her to get her out of the way. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. But Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Damn! This is edgy gossip. I'm all about it. I love gossip. Let's go. Alright. Any more news? I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. He made it. It sucks. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my own thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. He's so proud of it. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger fated to dance until he drops. That's good to know, though. It doesn't stop until the batteries die. Oliver looks like more like a badger than that thing. The hell are you trying to say? Also, yeah, I agree. That doesn't look like a badger at all. I thought it was like a jester, like Knights, the Sega mascot. Like it just looked like that. Stop grumbling. Oh, like a police badge? Oh, I see it. That makes sense because the police badges have spikes on it. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, blue badge. I was trying to think like literally an animal. I'm too dumb for this symbolism crap. We met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? Wait, was that Phoenix talking? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. That's not even true, because they're in Japan. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Why is it marked off? See from Detective Gumshoe, let's bear the MSC crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there. Nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay, I didn't have the check mark. Look, the patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I says to him, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. You make a good pair. The usual wanted posters are hanging up there on the bulletin board. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. Cheese is bold in it. Blue cheese is delicious. I always get excited when I come to the police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bus. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. They were making jokes. Is this attached to the police car? Alright. Crime scene. Oliver's wiping his little face. Oh, he's still doing it. Aww. Stage infinity clingers. Dog would literally look at you and sigh. Maybe they're happy. That's a good sigh. Be like, ah, yes, just what I wanted. Looks like the investigation's still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. What the hell was that about? Oh, her boyfriend. Oh, still here. Oh, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Does she have multiples? She has two boyfriends? Marshall! What's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. His Steve! There he is. He's 33. Thinks he's the cowboy. He is a cowboy. If he says he's a cowboy, he is. Oh my god, we get to talk to him. Tell me more about yourself, Marshall. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. Cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. Damn, that was deep. Oh, Dogi's a little orphan lamb? Oh, okay. Thanks for looking it up. I didn't know what Dogi meant. He's asleep. No, he's just... Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? He's asleep? There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. Cold grave for men who lost their dreams. Okay, so he's just gonna repeat it because he doesn't want to talk to us. So, I mean, I can just show him all the evidence. Well, Gumshoe. Gumshoe gave us this. Look at that smile he immediately put on his face. Can you please stop shaving while we try to talk to you, sir? Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks. It's so good. The clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. I threw it out. Crumpled and discarded. Why do you not have a cowboy hat already? Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if we're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do with Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Ah, toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. I got one of these. Let me guess, did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they can use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. What a disgrace. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance. In this rat hole, if you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene, a tiny little town, tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Alright, so if you don't like miles, 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steel. Steed came in at a trot, real slow like. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe, waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Makes sense. Did we talk about this one already? Bump, 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 bump. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Alright, he doesn't like that evidence either. Okay, I think wait, we could talk- oh, now we can talk to him. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little bit more specific? No, still the first game. There's an official orchestra arrangement? I'll have to hear that. Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right? Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. smiling Madonna told me the tale. Kiki means the witness, Miss Angel's star. One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood, one knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4. Within an hour and a half, so between 4 and 5:30? Or like 4 p.m. is like the middle. So, yeah. So like 3:15. Long bleed. It's a long bleed outside, man. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? It's just a random kill? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Well, we don't really know. There's always a motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambino? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping my eye out in the meantime. It's just a root beer. Maybe it is. We need a real Texasman in chat to tell us if Marshall's telling the truth. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Leave Gumshoe alone. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Leave Edgeworth alone! Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. He's being kicked out? Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Well, I guess that makes sense because they told him he couldn't do anything, so he was like learning to dance instead. Can we finally inspect this? This looks like a cell phone. Ah, look at these old cell phones. Okay, I have a question. Because I used to have a cell phone that looked like that. It wasn't yellow, it was black. But like most people know cell phones as just being like a screen, right? So would like a younger audience play this game and be like, oh, that's a cell phone? Probably not. So the game has to say, wait, flip phones are back? Oh shit, then I'm old. That's a burner phone to them. Oh, that's true, burner phones are flip phones. Alright, what's so scientific about this? Should we check it out? Check it out. Right, let's check it out. Oh, it's doing it automatically! I have no say in this. Wow! It opened! This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. The DS power again. You just press the blue button on display last number you called. Okay, I don't know any phone that the redial button would be that big. Cause like, you don't really use it that much. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's check this out. She's like 7 years younger. Well, not. I guess she's like older. Or a lot younger. He is 24, you're right. She's 16. So there's like an 8-year difference. That's still not like an entire generation difference. Okay, Emma. It could be. Case is a year after Edge's case? No, it's not. It's a couple months. They literally said it's a couple months. Trust me, I just played it. Are we redialing? Is there something in the battery? Well, he said last year because it's February and the trial was in December. Now to see who the owner of the phone called last. Note to self, defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes buttons. Beep. I wonder whose theme that is. Hey, that song, I know it! Bangers left and right. What's going on over there? Ah, oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that their phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It's on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. It's my sister's? You don't recognize your sister's phone? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. You're so wise. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. Oh. What? I hope you're not lying. They should shoot you for that. Oh, they shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Is that true, Cloudmark? Do they shoot you in Texas for lying? Oh, I'm inside the Wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Property of Lana Sky, last call at 5:18. So after the thing. They do? Edgeworth's car. This appears to be the car where they found the body. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Giddy up. Crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. That's Miles! Quite a luxury car, it just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. What is this? 675-12-2? Looks like some sort of note. Look, something's written on it! Is it like December 2nd? I don't know what 675 is. Oh, it's S. Is that another case? Like DL6? You're right, let's see. DL7, or DL, I said DL7. 67S-12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman! Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed? Turn it around, maybe it's a receipt. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Not to self. For Detective Freezing, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Her face is so cute when she does this. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Yeah, let's go ask him. Maybe he does know. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. Dinky visitors. I can see the lunch lane car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it, you'll be fine. Stealing all the evidence. Steal the receipt. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are related to Block B. Wait, was that where visitors also go? His feather duster. Yeah, it's okay. I still love his little tail. It's very him. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B Block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. The body out of the trunk. This rope, is it? Yup. They laid it on the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Eat your burgers, Apollo. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Bum, 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 bum. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here. Who? Yeah, I did play all of them, but I mean, I'm not gonna really remember, so even if you do post a spoiler, like, it will be a spoiler, but yeah, just refrain from, like, spoilers. You can be vague about, like, general stuff that happens in the later games. But yeah, good call. Good call not posting it. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable? Oh, beatable that is, until he met you. Rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them, especially fake ones. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? I'm surprised they didn't just try to kill him. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Aww. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. Oh, he was covering up for her. Okay. So Lana called Emma after the murder. Okay. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18. Did she hang up right away? Did she? Detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. We to be continuing? Oh my god. A4 is literally the worst case in the entire franchise. Here was so bad they had to come to Twitter and apologize for it. Oh my god. That's kind of extreme. Alright, we could probably make through the case or the first trial within an hour, right? I don't want to replace her with the Edgeworth. Alright. If we can get through the first trial in 1 hour, then be perfect timing. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Interview? Oh, nice, good luck. Hope it goes well. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. That's the opposite of what Mia said! The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Yeah, suspected doesn't mean automatically. Y'all are... Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's one decisive difference between you and her, and that is... You're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Yeah, good luck, Lana. First try without Faye helping me. Oh, Faye helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Could we not? Happy February. See, she's not even alone. How come Edgeworth never gets a buddy? He never gets a gumshoe next to him. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. No, I have no idea. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. A while, he says. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Personal feelings. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it on the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. So smug. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The cough-up queen? Haven't I seen you somewhere? Probably selling food to him. You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. Judge is really wolfing it down. What is that? And for you, I have a Fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Look, he's trying to be professional. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? I can imagine it. Name and profession, now. You can never get people to do their jobs. Me, the name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. Poor guy. I know, he's always struggling. No one takes him serious. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Why are you eating in court? Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? What? Miss Star was a detective? Aha! I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up Queen, Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. My god, how could he forget? Very well, you may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? I might have the court's attention over here. Alright, it's time. Oh. Oh yeah, she has to describe it, and then I get to do the thing. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided in 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients and defense attorneys. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by the car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. See, it's so weird to me, like, when you look where the car is, like, what is this space? The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. But it was, like, stuck? There's that car to the left. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Yeah, maybe it's an elevator, but how would they get the cars in there? Is it like conveyor belt system? This seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree your principle, Your Honor. Seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Are they talking about me? They're gonna kill Phoenix in the court. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. And she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Yeah, we'll see about that. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed to Detective Goodman. So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I'm ready. My favorite part. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. How do you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Ace Attorney Noir, nice. But their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. Oh, are you bowing on her behalf? The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted, given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. How do you know too much? Miss Star, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. This boyfriend, he's a detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Care to join? And yet another boyfriend position still open. So she has like 4? I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Who's volunteering to be your boyfriend? Security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the 2nd level so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed intuition. You sensed something? So you saying you had a premonition of the murder? Felt like... how would you say? Oh yes. It was like that feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. What the fuck is she talking about? Then I must be hard-yellowed and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Oh, shit. Why are we bringing up pumpkin in this conversation? She's just weird talking about pumpkins and old cheese. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw a chief prosecutor saying next to Garish car. This one's crazy. She is scaring me. By garish car, you mean Edgeworth's? Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. What's his reaction? Mr. Edgeworth's? He doesn't care. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you were sure was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. If we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Yes, nitpicking always wins. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. That's so true! You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh, rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. The hair. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. She's threatening me! Judge, she's threatening me. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. We got a photo! Why wasn't this submitted? I know you say, I love the ergo. A photograph. You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness. Why am I only seeing this photograph just now? Because you're a prosecutor, Edgeworth. She hates you. You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. Ha ha! My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Wow, this is most certainly the defendant. Yeah, what's with the bloody coat? The moment of the crime is photographed by Angel Star. Well, there was no crime happening. She's just standing in the car. The photo doesn't do much other than the blood. Oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. She wasn't holding any knife in that photo. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? He just wants to get this looking going. They keep talking about food and it's just like, just finish your testimony. Then she thrusts the point. I feel like I could just already press here because like in the photo, she's not holding anything. I'm just gonna hear what she has to say for the last one though, just make fun of it. She thrusts the knife. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. It's not illegal. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that! Okay. Photo. Objection! Objection! Did you witness this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. Oh, that looks good. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure. Oh my god. What does Gabby want to eat? Hold on, wait. Does she want sushi? That salmon swirl got me. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. Alright, let's go. I know this case is making me more hungry. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Ahem. Miss Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection. His heart is just not into it in this one. Yet it was still stronger than you ever, feeble mind. What? Edgeworth, I thought we were friends. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Well, that is true. We do have the coat. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? He told the DJ to pipe down. This is DJ, when I do this, you pipe down. But it's the black and white photograph. Oh, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. But it could not be, because black and white. Prove to me that's blood. How about that? They would say the exact same thing to me, and if the roles were reversed, and I was like, that's blood, they'd be like, prove it was blood. It's black and white photo, you idiot. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take that kind of abuse? You got a better idea. Objection! Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Wait, what did she say? Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. That's so true. Gotta open your ears, Edgeworth. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice. DJ's so confused right now. They like ruined his mojo and everything. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Objection! Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Wow, are those gloves? I guess so. Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. What? You got us there. These gloves do seem to tell the tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. The glove doesn't fit. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Objection! Oh, he has hearts into it now. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. Where's the evidence? Where do I get to see it? Am I gonna work this one out? By slapping the shit out of Edgeworth. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. We don't know that. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Star's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. Then what do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me took longer. Oh, they were already talking about that. Alright. Hear what's going on, I've like no idea because I never beat this case. God, I hope I call it. Yeah, I don't. I'll be honest. I know, like, I remember bits and pieces and stuff from it, but it's like so disjointed. I don't even know if I'm right or if I'm like my brain made it all up. Okay, obviously it has to be about this. How do we prove that it wasn't planned? The rubber gloves prove it. The rubber gloves prove that it was planned. How do we make it not planned? Oh, we can actually inspect this? Oh, the blood. Edgeworth caught himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wilds. Edgeworth in the wilds? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Edgeworth, you're nothing but a fruit peeler. Are you kidding? I always picture him as an outdoorsman. Oh, there's a scary thought. Okay, so there's nothing else. On the day of the murder. Yeah, we didn't inspect this one either. There's a metal plate. Looks like the names of the previous recipients are engraved on here. Wow, one guy listed a bunch of time. Von Karma, because he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Whoever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. No, you don't want to meet Mr. Von Karma. I don't expect the broken part. Guess I can't. Von Kilma. We have an ID number written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Remember why they only use numbers for IDs? What else would they use? Letters, silly. The reason we have written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce... Oh, Bruce Goodman, Yabba Dab. Is that a John Goodman joke? See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba Dab? Well, it does have a third ring to it. Exactly my point, teehee. I wouldn't say that's a deep cut, but that's pretty funny. Yabba Dabba Doo. Doesn't take much to amuse her. That's pretty funny. I enjoy that humorous piece of evidence. Looks like a magnet. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is the date. This is dated the day of the crime. Murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. He was held up at the couple extra red lights. Wouldn't have been caught up this whole affair, perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. So true, Emma. Dated time of death between 4 and 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Assessment. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. I don't know. Like, I was thinking the knife, but there's like no fingerprints on it that like lines up with the gloves. But like nothing else is like related to the crime scene, like in that way. Like with the glove, or the, yeah, related to the gloves. I'm gonna press her again. But she used the habit of wearing gloves. Kind used for autopsies. I know what this is. The chief prosecutor came to the crime scene. She came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one could make. I don't think they were killed here. I think they were killed somewhere else and the body was moved here? Cause like what else is the point of seeing the towers in the intro? I don't know. She's got some donuts on her hat, yeah. Makes me want some donuts. Me and Gabby are meeting up soon. We're getting sushi. Oh shit, I have a half hour. For some reason I have your pants. Okay, I don't know. Why is... How is this a premeditated murder? I'm running out of time. Oh fuck, I went too far. No, no donuts. I still want sushi. I don't know. That was a total guess. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife, the knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Is it because it's clean? Like there's no blood on it? I was thinking like it's like oddly clean, but there's no fingerprints on it. And that would line up with the fact that they have gloves, but it's like it's the only other thing that has blood on it. I know it's like the stab weapon. Her outfit is actually really nice. What's with this case? A bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you say that Lana Skye planned the murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Oh, right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. That's so true. That brings up the fact that that's probably not Edgeworth's knife then. I still don't think the murder was done in the parking lot. Whoa! Order, order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister is as good as free. It was like the first one, and she already thinks we're free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Wow. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that tide has turned. Not over such trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah, the prosecution could care less if it's premeditated or not. Why are we here, Edgeworth? Why'd you let me answer his question? The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. Could have objected earlier. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do, she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... Wearing what? I believe I'd like to hear testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? Her smile when she said that. My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. Sure, the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. That's already a contradiction because his autopsy report said he got stabbed once. One knife wound. You are so stupid. She didn't even read the report. People receive their monster. It's Red as Black Dragon. They look so good. Oh yeah? When does it come out? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I'm ready. I already know exactly what to press here. Well, I'll press all of it just because I like the dialogue. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again. Oh, yeah, I would have imported the hell out of that if it came out early in Japan. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, alright, and it's you. Try not to confuse a defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. You have no proof that Miss Skye called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. We can do this all night. Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There is no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Skye's phone. So redial doesn't get tracked like that? She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think it was suspect who summoned the victim that day? I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. She's just making assumptions constantly. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here now. What's inside? How am I supposed to know? See, we agree there's a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. Oh my god. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. Suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? Schrodinger's pretzels. Just Schrodinger's cord at this point. It's simple. Nothing else could drive the human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. That's the one I'm presenting on, but we're pressing first. A human machine? That's a contradiction! Hi, Miles. Please. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Not to self. Mr. Edgeworth's size smell like a citrus fruit. You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We'll often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me? Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Leave it at that? This is a murder case, people! Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know. Yeah, I know. I know how to do my job, Emma. I'm not new, Emma. I wonder, would it depend on the size of the candle? Add more wax, and even really a short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Alright. Go ahead and present the old autopsy report. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. Ew, moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this. But take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to the loss of blood from one stab wound. Look, he's helping. Aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. He's taking all the credit. What a hunk! He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness? Edible moss. Yeah, no thank you. What a cute little fort. You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Is she- oh my god, is she gonna say it was ketchup? Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Oh, because it was splattered blood, okay. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. God, this lady. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. You're such full- her red muffler? It's a muffler, like a scarf? I've never heard the scarf be a muffler. I think that she was talking about a car muffler. Yeah, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. Get this woman out of court. Yeah, she sucks. Miss Sky was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait. Oh, in the photo she's not wearing it. Isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Wait. Yeah, she's not wearing it! So, it's like, what happened to it? Yeah, it is a little weird that she mistook it for splattered blood. Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what? What, I wonder? Prosecutors have to dress like they're about to invade Poland and Japan. I hope so. Miss Starr had turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. Short wick burns fast. Okay, yeah, that's the stuff I didn't read. Okay, so I think I might just show the last photo. Because she's not wearing the red muffler in the photo. Objection! Come on, you can do better than that, lady. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. Objection! What, Miles? The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. They're both just against her. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. Oh, look at him go. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Hey, be nice to lunch ladies. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What's my objection? Chopped liver? Poor Phoenix. But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. And where is it? Well now, where were we? The witness has given us entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? She's the whole circus. But I did the objection. I know, I'm just like feeding ideas to Edgeworth and he's capitalizing on them to like finish my statement and then he gets all the credit. What a bastard. This is why he has the broken trophy. Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Where's your box lunches? Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Maybe. Can I do this in 20 minutes? After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side. Okay, so here by the phone. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. That doesn't make any sense either, because she said she was on the other side of the gate. Is she, like, lying again? Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier... Okay, so do I just present the floor plan at that? It's the only way to prove that she can't go in there. That's... Oh my god, Runebee, run, Karma. This case will be over in 20 minutes. Judge, hurry up. All I have is 20 minutes. Okay, it's definitely the photo. You were quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. I'm getting threatened again. Judge, she's threatening me! Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rar. Very well, Mr. Wright can cross-examine. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition. So where's this partition on the floor plan? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. You're lying. You say quickly? Were you close to the suspect? Oh, here we go. As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? Yes, because she couldn't have been on the same side. I like to see this on the floor plan, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes? Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you? Thank you, thank you. That kind of ruins what I was gonna object with, but this might lead to something else. I went over it, of course. I don't think you can go over it. Amazing, a cough-up queen lunch lady, athlete indeed. Would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have got... Is there even a fence? That doesn't show... Oh god, I don't have a better photo. I didn't think there was a fence. Where's the one with Edgeworth's car? Nah, I don't... Nah. No, I know the grid is the fence. There's another photo that shows that, like, more of the top of it. Because I don't know if it reaches the ceiling to floor. She couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Oh, are we seeing it? Ah, fuck. She's right. There's a gap. Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet high, too. She could have climbed over a car. Like, a chain link fence is not hard to climb. So why would this even be a question? Like, she could climb it. But that's not fast enough. The fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? The key card? When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... Let's ask her. By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. But she didn't have any calls, ultimately. My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see Miss Star. Chief Prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. Keys hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order. So she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You're very good at witnessing. You should, of course, add this to your testimony. Things I do to please the rookie defense attorney. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:30 or 5:18. This doesn't make any sense. Why? Okay, hold on. Muffler. Okay. Emma said there wasn't. She didn't hear anything, but she could be lying about that. And when she's over here talking about the scarf muffler, they're definitely talking about a car muffler. Lana's cell phone updated. I saw it all, how she tried the cell phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha, I was gonna ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Chief Prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. She's zooming. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence? Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the Chief Prosecutor hung up on her phone. There was no records of her making calls, though. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? Chief Prosecutor made to escape, but against data services. She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She pressed aside my hand and run. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard. Pate of foie gras? Huh? That's what I want to know. My back. She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There's an oil drum laying inside at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. She wanted to escape. Why did she run the other way? Parking lot entrance. There's like, yeah, there's all these doors. Foie gras. Doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Some more mysteries. I should solve it before finding more. So Miss Sky tried to run? Sorry, my sister's so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Sorry as I am. She didn't do it. You have to believe me. Okay, so... This is the one that Phoenix commented about. Wait, can we do the redial? And prove that she called Emma's phone? And not... What's wrong? You look like I did during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Wait, can I present the phone? Can I present the phone on the phone one? Because that's what... Because she didn't call the Chief Prosecutor, she called Emma. And Emma said she didn't hear anything. But she definitely didn't call who she said she called. Shit, I'm wrong! I don't know. Can't handle powerful modern tech like the DS. Wait a minute. My perfect record. I'm gonna lose like fond karma. It's the beginning to the end. This is only because I bought my long legs tickets already. Oh, okay. I misinterpreted what she was saying about who she was calling. Okay, so she hung up the phone. And you saw her hang up the phone? Why is he so... Oh, I don't know. He clearly wants me to say something like this. Try the phone on the wall, but I'd use your cell instead. Did you saw this happen? Okay, first of all, the phone was found by the car. The ID was found by the exit. I'm just like not really, like I know she's lying, I just don't really know what she's trying to get at and like what the game specifically wants. Because the things that she's saying is happening help in like completely different areas. What do I don't have the photos of like where I found the item. Because Phoenix likes to just grab evidence every 2 seconds. Okay. So they're telling me she ran from around here to use the phone. I don't think that's right at all. I don't think she did try to use the phone. If anything, she probably tried to use the door. Because she, like, literally the card and the wallet and stuff were here. And she didn't see it. Okay, I don't know where she is at that moment. Wait. Yeah, she thought she was at the phone, but she was actually at the door. Because she was still over there. And then this is when she heard her on the phone. So she saw that part. She just didn't see the emergency phone part. Yeah, the barrier's solid. Okay, I think it's the floor mat. Fuck yeah! Oh my god, that feels so good. That was so stupid. Mister, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. Fuck you, not Lana. What's your name? Angel? Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, it made no sense. The phone makes... The cell phone being by the car makes sense, because if it got knocked in her hand, it, like, rolled there. But, like, the wallet was by the door. It was on the floor. Why would she try to use the emergency phone just to bring out her cell phone anyway? Testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you'd be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago? Oh, and she doesn't have a grudge. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction in your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plan. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen making the phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at? Yeah, see, that's just all an assumption. The emergency phone was in the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Order. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lines! Girl. Yeah, number 2. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... all of these? Where... Okay, hold on. Maybe she did use the emergency phone, which means she was not on the other side. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie? I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. She was in the trunk of another car. Ah, pursuit feels good. Or cornered. I always get the name stuck. It's the same thing. Case is hard and then it throws in moments later which is so simple they stump you. It's just... Well, it's not... yeah, like, it's not that it's so simple they stump you. It's just that you know what's wrong. You just don't know what to present on what statement. Like, you don't know what the game wants. And I know that gets harder in some of the future games. But that's all I was, like, stuck at. Because I'm like, obviously she's full of shit. But now it's rolling. Now it's rolling. Because Edgeworth, Phoenix is talking us through it now. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard it. Before you call my life pointless, at least let me tell it! Let me ask you a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we heard now until points in one direction. Place where Miss Star witnessed the crime was here! Was she? Well, was she? She'd have to be like right here. She would have to see. Because if she saw that... Okay, the photo was from here. That could have been later.
Take that!
Oh my god. I was like, the health bar's not going away. Am I wrong? This is the only place where she could have been. Because of the key card. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. Yes. That still doesn't explain the photo. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. But then she's, like, hidden. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime, in the back of the partition, is here. I remember your testimony, you said. You brought a lunch to your boyfriend, the security guard room, right? Well, Miss Star. How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star. Harzl. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Guilty. Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? Doesn't make sense. Huh? She couldn't have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. She could have. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. This photograph... it was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. No, it doesn't. It still stands. Because she's in an entirely different spot now, Edgeworth. I disagree. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without good reason. So tell us, what was her reason, Mr. Wright? Huh? I have to tell him everything. Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Star witnessed the crimes from the security guard station. She lied and said she saw it from B block. Must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? The angle of view to the crime, distance to the crime, difference in lighting? Well, not lighting. That wouldn't matter. Angle of view? Okay, hold on. Are the stairs from the security guard room close to, like, where she was? Because I'm thinking distance because she wanted to stop her. Like, she wanted to be close enough. She wanted to be, like, hidden enough in the security guard room, but close enough to be able to, like, get to her as soon as possible to stop her. So I'm guessing distance. Changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plan is quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. No, because it's about what Lana couldn't see.
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Yes! That's what I was getting at. Oh my god. Phoenix, my boy. Haha, got you. Miss Star, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you were arrested, Miss Sky? Well, witness? You. Yes? What is that? You are the squid wheels, right? No. First time seeing this game being played? Oh, really? Didn't realize it was this cool. It's fun. Yes! Oh my god. Definitely recommend it. If you think watching it is fun, wait till you play it. The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. Yeah, it's pretty gross. The wheels. Not for me. I can't with the squid wheels. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Okay, so it's there. That's pretty easy. Yeah, I don't know why I should check that. Close to the end of the case. We're close. I'm assuming we're close to the end of day one, or the first trial, but probably not the end of the case. Though I heard it's really long. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running toward the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Oh, whatever. We saw the ID card, and it's your boyfriend's. You took your boyfriend's ID card. Oh, look at this liar. And then I ran all the way around, and then climbed the fence. Fuck you. And that wouldn't make sense either because she said she like caught her. Like, how long would Lana have stood there? That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B. That's quite a detour. With people running for no reason. Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of crime. And why would Lana stay there for 5 minutes? Especially if they like, because she just said that they fought. Like, she like ran away to like the exit. 5 minutes? She's kind of sucks at her job. No wonder she's not a detective anymore. And then I climbed the fence. Pisha. This trade just thinks considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? My only guess is the ID card. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. An al dente like 7 minutes. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Thank you. Hey! Yeah, why else would Lana just stand in the parking lot? But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. It was all staged for the wrong reasons. She's not your wife and she's a monster. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness here has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Are we counting Kiaz? Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright! That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Just like that? What now? We have more lies to tell? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's what she tried to foist off on me. Foist. I love it. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Stop talking about food. This is the worst case to play when you're really hungry. The sparkle's a nice touch. That was the DS right there, by the way. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about the decisive evidence. Honestly, why is she still here? Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not freaking ready. Alright. Decisive evidence. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Yeah, you should. And now... the shoe? Now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. She wasn't in- oh shit, they might be right. Her hand was cut. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on the shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Yeah, Edgeworth didn't even know. For once, we can't yell at Edgeworth. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. With 3 in forensics alone? In any case, Your Honor. Guys, X, do you really want to be part of that number? She's got like 9 boyfriends. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. Thank you, Edgeworth. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Okay, we break that constantly. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, we got him. The triple decker for the triple boyfriends. Metal detector in the court, anyone? Don't forget, I used to be a detective. Hold on, I'm gonna message Gabby. Has she gone to so many dates and do this insane amount of meal prepping? It's her job. She's really good at it. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. Hi, Joker. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Well, Edgeworth didn't even know about it. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Wright. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth was looking pretty sullen. Poor guy. You could at least study some evidence law, really. She gets her boyfriends by giving them free food. Oh, maybe that would work. She probably not even actually like official boyfriends. She just gives them food and they're like, oh, geez, thanks, miss. And then, no, she calls up their boyfriends. That's like me. Like, I would call Wesker my boyfriend, but he hates me. And he doesn't even real. It appears that evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have another count against you, witness. Yeah, she feeds Marshall as well. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim's shoe added to the court record. White enamel shoe. Bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana. Oh, like a pyramid scheme of box lunches? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay. I have like 20 minutes. Starting now. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the camera screen. Why didn't you? Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This when the suspect is admitting she did it? False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. And now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? No, I didn't. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor, notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, sorry, it's Edgeworth talking. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe is my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? Carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you in your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. 2 types of blood were found in the shoe. One, of course, was the victim's. So you brought it to the forensics department? If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Hold on, can we look at it? This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. Ooh, that means they stepped in the blood? There's blood here too! On the sole of the shoe? It's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. Oh, this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Okay, so he stepped on a pool of blood, and then blood got trickled onto it. But that's the victim's blood and he stepped in his own blood? Weird. I'll have to remember that. Blood shoe has stains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And the blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. You just saw Fred Savage, man. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. The other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana said. You can't say for sure that blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You can't... Oh my god, I can't read. You claim to know something about blood tests, Rookie? Huh? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But is she giving me more evidence? But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. So the suspect blood was found in the victim's shoe. Oh, was he just... Oh, that was just that. I thought we were getting more... Well, that's a blood test thing. Anyway. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was gonna say that. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Yeah, they didn't get the tests yet. Ew! Peppered fish guts? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make the whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? A problem? Yeah, I got a problem with it! It's critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? There's always a problem! If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. Is it the pool of blood that he steps on? That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, Rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish guts now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Did a type test but not a DNA test? That's what I'm thinking. Like, we don't have the results. Maybe it takes more time. Yeah, because, like, these trials are going by in, like, 1 or 2 days. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is the contradiction about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence. I'm guessing it's the pool of blood.
Take that!
Because he, like, steps in blood. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Did you notice? Hard to miss. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Being threatened again, Judge. Indeed, he doesn't care. Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? The fact that he was found in a car. Like, why would he step in the blood? Is it the... I'm guessing it's this.
Take that!
The problem lies in the footprint. The footprints? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Okay, I wasn't getting at that. The blood footprints. But I mean, I wasn't wrong. Because I was thinking, like, he got killed in the trunk, so there wouldn't be any blood to step in. But also, I also don't believe the crime happened in the lot. It happened in a building, like in the intro, and they got dragged here. As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. We all investigated it, Miles! They're just yelling back and forth. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Oh, piped him up. Order? Order? Well, witness? What, huh? Great going, Mr. Wright. But it's true the lack of footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Because the murder happened somewhere else. That's true, there has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Or the fact that he's in the trunk of a car. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I think we need to spend another day investigating. Shut up! No, you shut up! I love these two. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. Is he gonna be on my side? We were hoodwinked to the very end. Hoodwinked? But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Is he gonna take my credit again? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. Chief prosecutor tried to resist, but efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Don't tell me it's oil. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, here we go. Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Oh. Water? What does that mean? It wasn't blood. Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Oh, to wash the blood. You can't just wash bloody blood like that if it's like cement. That'd make it a water drum. You keep calling it an oil drum. You don't mean. Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. You can't just, no, with just water, Nick? You can't in a video game, that's fair. With you, liar. Bleed a lot. Okay, did you see how much blood is pooled at the bottom of his shoe? You're telling me water could just wash that away from like cement from in a parking lot? To erase the blood, like that stains. Enough to die, Nick. To erase the blood stains that would become evidence against her. Clark! That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum and erased the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. One hell of a kick. I know, that's true too. It looked really tall. If it's full of water, that must be really heavy. That reminds me, Miss Guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister's confessed to the crime as she tried to conceal it. What, Miles? What, Miles? Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. But we're not done. What, you? Little girl. What did you just say? Huh, me? Did you just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Oh, here we go. Such a weird plot point to me. I'm sure there's like a backstory to it. Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprint. Well. I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. She won't stop. Another lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this. More? Oh my god, stop with this. A photograph? Why wasn't this presented? Look, there's something in the muffler. I had it just, what's the exhaust pipe? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. Sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. She's hiding the evidence in her lunch. Her little lunch boxes don't actually have food, it just has more and more evidence. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Oh, here we go. Here's the cheating. Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. No, don't.
Objection!
Objection! Your Honor, wait! What is with you people? Can't I tell my verdicts in peace anymore? Maybe if you did your job. Whatever it is. Can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So right. Are you saying there's a problem with the latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem? Right or wrong, I've gotta go with this. I suppose since we've come this far, I should give every claim a fair shake. Well, Mr. Wright? Very well. Show the court the problem with this photograph. Okay, my first thought... Like, I noticed, like, that's weird. That doesn't belong there. And then at first I'm like, oh, are they like... Did they just... I don't know why they shoved it. But then I remember she's lost her scarf. So, is her scarf there?
Take that!
The problem is here. No, I'm not supposed to be at Long Legs yet. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. It is a muffler. Wait, just a midget. Moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's Moment and Edgeworth together. Not a good word. Your Honor. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? Well, it's a muffler. What if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? I don't know. This case is getting insane. The muffler wordplay works both in Japanese and English. Oh, that's a pretty good coincidence. That does have to do with this case. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, now it's like the case of the missing muffler. We found it. Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this case is important. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth from the muffler is related to this case. Well, because she was wearing it, and now she's not. She doesn't have it anymore. But also, she said it on the phone, which I guess that's probably what they want presented, because it's both important. Because why would that be important enough for a phone call? Yes. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Yeah, because there's something in the muffler. Yeah, so whatever she was trying to hide something in the muffler, like probably with her scarf, and then shoved it in there for somebody to find it later. I don't know what it is though. That's why she called Emma. Oh, is Gabby here? Oh, okay. All right, sweet. Sweet. All right, I now have 15 to 20 minutes. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler R. Yarg. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, warg! Her noises. Alright, so she's guilty. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? Yes, please! I have to freaking... My friend's here. That emote is so funny. I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth, yes. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Phew, that was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. Wait, oh my, it's just a recess? I thought we were gonna have to... I thought we were gonna have to investigate. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? I am starving. To be continued. Okay, thank goodness. But that's weird that it's a... Freaking so sick. So sick. Alright, we did it in time, but there's more to, more to the trial? Because he said it's a recess, not like a investigate part 2, so holy shit. Alright, well that's stuff we're gonna have to do for next time. Now I'm gonna have my soul ripped out of me when I watch Long Legs. I might return back without a spine, literally. And Satan might be streaming next time I stream.